In our earlier episode, we explained what skills are needed to learn programming. In this episode, we'll explain right approach to learn coding. Learning any programming language can be intimidating sometimes, but when you follow the right steps to learn it, you'll enjoy learning it. Most people assume that you need to learn all of complete syntax of a language before you can start doing anything interesting. This is what leads to months spent just on syntax, when what you really want to be doing is analyzing data or building a website or creating an autonomous drone. What worked for me was blending learning the basics with building interesting things. I spent as little time as possible learning the basics, then immediately started creating things that interested me. I'll walk you through some of the things that help you learn coding better. So the very first thing is figure out what motivates you. Before you start diving into learning coding, it's worth asking yourself why you want to learn. This is because it's going to be a long and joyful or painful journey. So without enough motivation, you probably won't make it through. For example, I slept through during programming classes in college when I had to memorize syntax, and I wasn't motivated. On the other hand, when I started using mobile apps, software that amazingly simplifying our work, I got enough motivation to learn coding, as I myself wanted to build some cool apps. So figuring out what motivates you will help you figure out an end goal and a path that gets you there without boredom. If you can figure out one or two projects you wish to work on, as that will help. The second thing is learn the basic syntax. Unfortunately, this step can't be skipped. You have to learn the very basic of syntax before you dive deeper into your chosen area. You want to spend the minimum amount of time on this, as it isn't very motivating. For this, identify some good books to read and understand the syntax of a particular programming language. Third thing is make structured projects. Once you have learned the basic syntax, it's possible to start working on projects you thought of. Projects are a great way to learn because they let you apply your knowledge. Unless you apply your knowledge, it will be hard to retain it. Projects which push your capabilities, help you learn new things, and help you to build a portfolio to show to a potential employer. Fourth thing is try things independently. During initial period, you might consult and take help of others while completing projects. But now it's time to work on projects on your own. Before you dive into working on your own project, you should feel comfortable debugging errors and problems with your programs. Once you have a solid handle on debugging issues, you can start working on your own projects. Thing number 5, try complex ideas. Keep increasing the difficulties and scope of your project. If you're completely comfortable with what you are doing or what you are building right now, it means it is time to try something harder. Other things that might help you building is try teaching a novice how to build a project you made. Or can you scale up your tool? Can it work with more data, or can it handle more traffic? Can you make your program more faster? Can you make your tool usable or useful for people? How would you commercialize what you have made? And here is my final suggestion. You should keep constantly working on projects because this is the only way you improve your programming capabilities. So in this way, if you keep working on projects and when you look back at the program which you have made like 6 months back, you will find that it was so silly and you'll work to make it more better. And if you get to this point, no one can stop you from becoming a good programmer. With this, I end my session, but I promise you that we'll keep coming up with more and more sessions on this. So I wish you all the best as a programmers, and for more programming episodes, keep watching our other videos and don't forget to subscribe, like and share.
Join this course. To get connected with the best trainers and training companies, visit the link.